Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of The Dimensionalist. I'm a Dimensionalist. Today's topic is going to be about what would happen, what would be the proceeding, and what would happen, and why they haven't disclosed aliens. Not why haven't they disclosed aliens, I'm going to get on topic of that, and the topic that, and also the fact that what happens at disclosure. What and I got two possibilities. What I believe, in my I guess my religious, philosophical, my perspective of reality, what I think occurs. Notes I've taken, and then I'm gonna explain what would happen to the regular human being if what would occur, not particularly to them, but what people would think would occur. And I'm gonna try to tie those two things in. So okay, you gotta look at it like this. A lot of the presidents just say we've never came in contact with aliens, right? I think that's BS. I believe they're doing it for a particular reason. If they did disclose aliens, for one, they would be mass panic. You can't do that. It'd be mass panic. People would go crazy. They wouldn't know how to handle the information. So that's one thing that what they haven't disclosed aliens. Now, if they were to disclose aliens, right, depending upon what level of aliens they disclose, we're talking physical aliens and then light being aliens, beings that are from other dimensions and stuff, whose spaceships always show up as light beams and stuff like that. So you got aliens that are light beings, and you got aliens that are physical aliens from another star system. And you got aliens from other dimensions, and then you got the Dale universe. I've touched up at Dale universe, if you want to believe there's a Dale universe, and aliens from other parallel universes coming into this universe. So, from what I've read, light being aliens are not allowed to be here because the third dimension, the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension, the way things are set up for us to ascend and things, aliens can't. The white being aliens, the good aliens, cannot merge with this dimension completely because they'll get stuck in the third dimension. If they bring their frequency down here, they would be trying to leave this third dimension and start all over again using third dimensional matter, even though they've already either ascended or lived or incarnated, or not even incarnated, but were born in the higher planes of existence. The thing is, aliens cannot come here. Like I said, they would get stuck. And if the light beings came here, they don't have permission to until our government agrees on a mass scale, and all the major governments of the world accept the fact and let the people know there's aliens. So they can't come in here interact with us. And if that was to occur on that level, our third dimension would instantly shoot up to the fourth and fifth dimensions instantly, and we would instantly have fifth dimensional consciousness. Why is that? Because the aliens, we try to merge with this dimension, coming down to this dimension, and we'll be going up to that dimension all at once, a mass ascension. Even though particularly I don't believe in mass ascension, because time technically doesn't exist, but it's sort of like a mass ascension, so that's why it's gradually got to be done. Over the next 200-300 years, we're going to be like, okay, there's aliens out there, but when are we going to get in contact? They're slowly trying to get it out there. That's why you got shows like History Channel and things like that. So, okay. So you got that. The aliens can't, they got to disclose aliens first. Now, the physical aliens that are already here, they're already, some people have hybrid, hybrid DNA, and they're just human beings. They might look funny or look like, not me, or look like me, or any particular person. Okay, you got the physical aliens, you got the grays, you got the reptilians and things like that are fourth dimensional, and you got Ebens, the entity, extra biological entity, like extra biological, extraterrestrial, meaning it's a biological entity. It's third dimensional density, third dimensional matter that's physically tangible, can touch with third dimensional hands, and can arrive here, and land their ships. And they can't be disclosed also because, like I said, mass panic. People will want to see aliens at one point, but dealing with religion and Hinduism, Christianity, all the major religions of the world, Buddhism, Taoism, Mormonism, Scientology. Even though I heard Scientology believes some type of stuff with aliens or something, but I don't really know nothing about none of that. I'm not even a Scientologist, no. But so you got these aliens that are trying to come here. They can't come here until the government is closed. Now, when disclosure starts to happen, the galactic, I believe, the galactic commander Asher Sheeran will instantly land his spaceship in the front line of the United States of America, and some of his other representatives, Soltec, Jesus Sananda, will all land their spaceships and things. So yeah, I think Asher Sheeran will be able to land the spaceship, interact with us, and he'll be complete etheric density. The orbital spin of electrons, a rotating ferrite nuclei, the matter, crystalline matter, a being of such beauty, it's unreal. Because he's, read the Urantia papers. That's, I believe, how his soul progression had occurred for him to be Asher Sheeran, and obtains his form and who he is. Sometimes I think, what if I was him? But he's not him to know. I just can't know about him. Just like when you're you, but you're not anybody else. So Asher Sheeran would land a spaceship, the front line of the United States of America, at the White House, and all the other major places of the world, and those people are, got to disclose aliens. So now that disclosure happens, and disclosure aliens, ET, physical aliens, and stuff like that, they can disclose those, but if the whole mass scale of the planet's got to, all the major governments got to accept and get the people prepared. They can't just come out of nowhere and say aliens have been here, aliens are coming here. It's got to be a gradual process of change, So, yeah, and that's how it works, If Selden Niddle's got a book called "We Are Becoming a Galactic Human." I actually ordered it on Amazon, and someone sent me some type of art book from Romantic era or some shit like that, and it wasn't a book. And I was like, yeah, I disputed that shit. I was like, hey, did I get my book? Actually, I disputed it beforehand. I was like, this person ain't gonna see my book. It was like 3 or 4 fucking weeks, and I didn't get my book. And the book came, and I still didn't say, hey, I got a book, because it wasn't a book. And I'm I'm an honest person when it comes to buying stuff online, because I want honesty out of fucking people, So, yeah. So in the book, Selden Niddle, We Are Becoming a Galactic Human, he says something about the Syrians and the aliens and stuff. They can't come in third density because something about disclosure, or they can't come here or they get stuck, because they could come here but they would get stuck here because they're not our matter and things. So if disclosure was to happen, instantly there would be a line and the veil would be removed. I believe there would be a veil removed where we'll be able to perceive them, communicate with them, telepathy. We'll see the elemental realm. We'll see the fourth, fifth dimensional realms easier. But if someone wants to perceive those realms, they got to develop the psych power of their own free will to do it. That's what you can do yourself. But if you're talking about a mass scale, everybody be in unity with these entities, these beings, these aliens, the light beings, the higher dimensional beings from other universes, parallel universes, you gotta have disclosure. You gotta have people ready, or you try to communicate with them yourself. That's why Asher Sheeran is a very kind, loving being. If you have any negativity in your heart, that's why I currently don't contact him, because I've done negative recently and thought negative. But if you don't got your frequency on point and love and light, and to match that particular frequency, you're not going to contact Asher Sheeran's energy from that dimension. You're not going to access his energy from that higher frequency or that particular frequency. If you're not on that wavelength, you're not going to link up to the Ashtar command. You're not going to link that special energy, and it's an awesome, amazing energy if y'all ever do it. How do you obtain it? Well, check out my how to physically beam on channel, on physically beaming on spaceships video on my channel, and raise your light quotient. And I'll be touching base on how to raise light quotient and things like that. But you got to be good, kind, and nice all the time. You got to think. You basically, like I said in Galatians in the Bible, in one of my other videos, I'm like, no, always the fruits of the Spirit, none of the lusts of the flesh. As long as you find the fruits of the Spirit, be kind and loving to one another. Break none of the commandments. You just said the commandments. If you treat thy neighbor with respect, you followed all thy commandments. and something like that. I haven't read the Bible in a long time, but he basically says if you love thy neighbor as thyself, and you respect all 10 commandments of thy neighbor, you fulfilled the law. And Jesus came to fulfill the law, not to destroy the law. And that's what I believe is very, very, critical in doing the good, and this reality based off light integration, dark integration, polarity integration, light and dark energies and stuff like that. Because when you start integrating love and light, and then you basically beacon it off people. You receive that energy. That's why you're like, how can I just cheat, give people money, and do this? Is you technically, in your mind, you cannot actually cheat the game, because as soon as you go to give someone money and you want to do it for a good reason, you can't just give someone $20 and go, I don't get them for $20 and shit. I mean, at one point, if you think bad about it, then you're causing negative energy to form and formulate. But if you naturally do it, be kind heart, develop a kind heart. Cause I used to be very thuggish, gangster, and stuff like that. Listen to gangster music and stuff like that. And I changed my mind state. I've seen all these things in these books. I was like, I'm gonna practice all this stuff. Took notes, jotted all this thing, and I set everything down in front of me. I was like, I think I have all the formulation to do this stuff, to multi-dimensional bodies, to teleport, to bilocate, awaken. I accidentally awakened to Kundalini. I was I sort of communicated a higher frequency. And the Earth's magnetic grid, you can access those higher dimensions and planes. And stuff like that. So keep that in mind. You can access higher dimensions and stuff like that, and bring that stuff into your mind and things. Check out my other videos that explain in detail. If you watch all my main videos, please, if you're from my channel for the ascension process and to learn all your special abilities, stay here. All the other videos I do to try to bring views and people into my video, like some of the stuff about the Mandela effect and things. I do find things about the Mandela effect is pretty unique, and I share my thought about it, make a video about it, so I can bring in people and things like that are more abstract thoughts. And things, and then they can learn the ascension process also, and see my channel like, okay, I want to check out these things too. So yeah, so to access, link up to Asher Sheeran's energy or any particular extraterrestrial, Cryon, Soltec, the Arcturians, you just gotta have a kind, loving heart, have that heart develop so they can match that frequency and the sacred geometry and the geometrical shapes of light that are integrated in love and light. There, they can link to that frequency, and you telepath them. Why? How? Just it's that way. That's the way to, like I said, light integration, dark integration. You choose between the two. I'm currently trying to understand darkness, even though that's a pretty bad thing to do. But I gotta have that integration. So when I'm the God self, and I understand the God self, and I somehow figure out a way to step out this universe. Don't think I'm not a dimensionalist and I can't figure out a way to figure out. I still got some things I want to learn, concepts I've heard, Demiurge, Luciferianism, and I'll be touching bases on that also, and try to step outside this universe, so I can create from this universe and step back in. Those are things that, it's like, whoa, why don't you stop it, sending and telepath sharing and teleportation by location. It's like, nah, there's more to it. Like, I came up came upon and stumbled upon these concepts, and I know there's a way to formulate to get these concepts done, and actually have that done. Other than that, remember what I said about disclosure of aliens? Them coming here to lessen is the frequency and the high from the third and fourth and fifth dimension. The line or the energy between the two, it closes in closer, so you can access all those dimensions. When they disclose aliens, that's occur. When they disclose physical aliens can come here either from a parallel universe or fucking far, far away in outer space, and land here on Earth and things, and interact with people. But there's a pact in place, and the government can't either break that pact and disclose aliens, and mass panic would occur. So people ain't ready for it. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed another video of Dimensionalist. Remember, check out my channel. I'll be discussing more. I'm still learning myself. Just because I'm the Dimensionalist doesn't mean I've learned everything. I'm gonna be sharing everything with you. Y'all take care. Peace. Hope y'all enjoyed.